Guys, welcome back to the second part of my Dragon Ball Super Chapter 78 discussion video. In the previous video, we talked about Gas and his newly obtained gains. In this video, I want to focus on Granolah, because it seems like this character is going through a bit of a redemption himself and is playing a pivotal role, okay? So, previously, we found out that Monito exposed the heaters and what actually happened on Planet Cereal all those years ago when the Saiyans attacked. He told Granolah that it was in fact the Saiyan who saved him, that being Bardock, and the heaters that killed his mother. Oh, and by the way, fucking Bardock beat the shit out of Gas. It was off screen. I wish we would have seen it. And after telling him that, Vegeta pretty much assumes that Gas is weak because Bardock is a low-class Saiyan. But we all know that Bardock wasn't really an ordinary low-class. But other than that, yeah. So Granolah's pissed. He's a little angry at Monito for keeping him in the dark. But that all gets shot on because fucking the heaters come up and they pull up with Gas. Now, I already told you what happened to fucking Granolah. He got his salad tossed. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, he's pissed off. Like, he's really pissed off at the heaters because they brought the Saiyans here to kill him. They wanted him dead. He pretty much put the pieces together. And why else would they tell him about two Saiyans coming to Planet Cereal? So, obviously he's pissed, so we know what happened to Granolah. He gets his salad tossed by Gas, unfortunately. But during this salad tossing, we get to see a flashback of his childhood. And it turns out, it wasn't the heaters that made Granolah a bounty hunter. He was bounty hunting before then. Consider it a brand deal. They sort of heard about him. He made a name of himself just hunting people in a universe. As a child, not bad. I guess Kid Goku wasn't the only fucking badass kid beating ass. So what happened? Yeah, he's hitting targets, you know, his eyes perfect. And the heaters pull up and they want Granolah to work for them. Monito doesn't want that. But fucking Alexis, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You didn't tell him about his family, did you? Because if you did, yeah, I'm going to have to kill you guys. And he's like, nah, I didn't tell him. I kept my mouth shut. It's like, bet. So he started working for the heaters from then. So when you really think about it, the heaters' betrayal, he really is more similar to Vegeta than he already was. He already had that anger that Vegeta had, but now they have another similarity. They were both working for people that did not have their best interest in mind and were behind the scenes responsible or we can't say they were responsible, let's say involved in the massacre of his people. Let's put it that way. They didn't, Frieza's the one that sent the Saiyans, but the heaters were involved. So they were involved with the massacre of his people. Now, during this chapter, Goku tells Vegeta that he should take that sensu bean that he had, right? Because, there's one sensu bean missing from the picture. Use that sensu bean, take it, and go on freaky face mode. Now, when he said that, he was talking about Ultra Ego. But Vegeta left the bean in the armor, so he pretty much forgot. Goku moving his part, but everyone makes mistakes. So nice to see Vegeta's no different. Well, we've seen the mistakes he made in the past, but this is different. This one's not pride. This isn't an intention. No, those weren't mistakes during the Cell Saga. That was just him being fucking stupid. What am I talking about? But yeah, so Vegeta goes to go retrieve the sensu bean from his armor. His armor is not destroyed. He finds it. All right. So when I saw this, first I was hyped. Like I was like, oh shit. Yeah, Vegeta's gonna get the beam. Vegeta's gonna crack this motherfucker's skull. Ultra Ego's gonna make him stronger as time goes on. Because Ultra Ego, he just keeps increasing in power. Like, oh, I'm ready for fucking Gas to get this smoke. Because Vegeta, how much power did he get from that fight against fucking Granolah? Like, he had to have been, like, way more stronger than, But instead, he gives the bean to Granolah. He gives the sensu bean to Granolah. And when he does that, I'm not angry at all. Because not only is it the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. Why is it the right thing to do? Simple. Granolah was pretty much played by these fiends for years, pretty much his entire life at this point, right? They were involved with Frieza, the people responsible for destroying his race, and they were the ones who killed his mother, not Frieza. They did it. So he has a reason to want revenge on them. These are Granolah's enemies, okay? These aren't Goku and Vegeta's enemies. They didn't do anything wrong to Goku and Vegeta, alright? If anything, they did them a service because they brought them a new fight. Goku and Vegeta love fighting. They love fighting. So, if anything, yeah, they got themselves a good fight. They got to fight the strongest in the universe. And Vegeta, he got to fucking, like a new car, he got to take his Ultra Ego for a spin. So, Goku and Vegeta really didn't lose anything here. So, definitely Granolah is the one that deserves to fucking get his vengeance. Why is it the smart thing to do? Well, Granolah is stronger than both Goku and Vegeta. He's the strongest one there, in terms of the good guys. You could consider him a good guy now, right? So yeah, not only that, but he's stronger than when they first met him. He has both of his eyes mutated. He has 2 eyes now. Pretty much his version of Super Saiyan 2, I guess, right? I don't know, but yeah, he has 2 superior eyes for vision. So he's stronger. Now, here's the thing. Where does Granolah stand? Is he gonna hate Saiyans at the end of this? He learned that his life was saved by a Saiyan. That is true. But that's just one Saiyan. It was the Saiyans that ultimately killed his people. But the fact that there's one good Saiyan in existence, something that Goku and Vegeta kept telling him for the entire fucking fight, but he refused to listen, yes. But Monaito's telling him now. There's a third good Saiyan that you don't know about. He's dead, obviously, but, you know, in terms of, you know, him discovering good Saiyans, this is the third one he's discovered. He learned about, you know, Goku and Vegeta. He knew they were good. He just ignored it for some reason, but because he has this thought in his mind that all Saiyans are evil. So, I don't think him learning that Bardock saved him was enough to change his mind. He probably would have still held a hatred for Saiyans, but it was lingering there. The thought of Saiyans being good, it was lingering in his head. And the fact that Vegeta gave him the Senzu Bean, and Granolah knew that Vegeta could have took... Bro, if Vegeta took that Senzu Bean while in Ultra Ego and used it against Granolah, chances are Vegeta would have surpassed him in power. Because Ultra Ego, it's really similar to the legendary Super Saiyan form in terms of continuous increase in power. But it's not crazy, it's controllable. Like, Broly shit's different, but that, if he took a Senzu Bean, after all that damage he accumulated from abusing the form, Granolah would have died, alright? But what Granolah doesn't know is that Vegeta could have killed him when the fight first started, actually, because he was using Hakai. A lot of Hakai. I mean, he was pretty much shitting Hakai everywhere. That's another thing Granolah's going to have to think about. And he's giving his bean to him. I think all of this combined, the odd behavior that Goku and Vegeta showed him, not being ruthless, although Vegeta was being a fucking dickhead to him, but it was for a good reason. The existence of a good Saiyan outside of these two, Bardock, existing beforehand, and the fact that Vegeta's helping him, letting him finish off Gas, well, attempt to anyway. I think combining all of these is going to see the Saiyans as people. There are good people and there's bad people. Not all people are good, not all people are evil. And that's something that he's going to have to live with. This is the cure for his racism at the end of this. And that's the deep portion. I want to talk about the fighting stuff. You know, this is what, you know, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is not all about fighting. There's some deep messages in this story. People, they look over it and they think of it as this simplistic series, but when you really look at it, it's not thinking too much, oh, you're overthinking it. No, this shit is real. Some real deep shit right here. Now, let's talk about the fucking fighting shit, shall we? Now, Granolah. He's back. He's going to be rejuvenated with the Senzu Bean. What we need to know is how strong is he? Or, no, how much weaker is he compared to Gas? What's the gap in their power? I think it's time-based, in a way. How much time do you have left? I feel like if you're in your last year and you ask Tarumba to make you the strongest in the universe, he can't. Unless you sacrifice everyone you love or some shit, I don't know. But a sacrifice is needed. Gas sacrificed years of his life, and he looks like a fucking 23-year-old or some shit. He's in his prime. He is not old. Gas, his race might be similar to the Saiyans, as they don't start aging until they die. I'm convinced that Gas was a child all the way up to this point. I'm convinced that the Heaters race, until they explain otherwise, like, because they barely aged. And Gas is still a shrimp. and he's just now getting tall, he had to have been a child this entire time and is just now becoming a man. That being said, that means time is not on their side, because they don't have the option of waiting for Gas's lifespan to run out, because I think he has plenty of it left. So they're gonna have to kill him. How are they gonna do that? Now, I mentioned one thing that was in my mind was that Granolah has some of Moro's abilities in terms of Moro's magic, but he doesn't have all of Moro's magic. He only has his planetary manipulation. He doesn't have the ability to steal energy. If he had that ability, it would be really useful, because he could just steal Gas's power and then just toss his salad, but he hasn't shown that he's able to do that. He only manipulated the planet. He should be able to do that. That's a part of the planet manipulation. So, but you have to ask yourself, why didn't he do it against Goku and Vegeta? That's because he didn't have the experience to do it. He really didn't have the experience. I feel like when he did those attacks previously, it wasn't like he knew what he was going to do. I didn't think he knew he was going to do Hakai. He just did it. When he did instant transmission, I'm not sure if he did it on purpose. He didn't test run all these techniques. He just used them, throwing them out. So he probably doesn't know he could steal people's powers. I think that's an option for him. If he finds out about that, Gas is in trouble. But I don't think that's the case. Gas is probably still going to beat the shit out of him. Now, can Gas... Well, if Monaito heals Vegeta, alright? I don't think Vegeta's he's probably not going to be able to reach Ultra Ego. But we have to consider, can Gas take on a fully powered Granolah, who's the second strongest in the universe, alright? So he's no fucking pushover. The second strongest in the universe against two Saiyan gods that been through a lot of shit. Yes, they're weakened, but I'm pretty sure they're probably still fucking multiversal. He can still go blue, so yeah, I'm not sure. We don't know how strong Gas is. He's just been beating up weakened characters that really couldn't fight back that well. So I guess it's all a matter of time. We'll have to see. But those are the only two things I could see happening. Is either no, but even then, like, even if they do start beating him, the fact that Toyotaro remembers the Sensu Bean, I'm convinced that he still knows about 7-3. He remembers 7-3. What is Eli going to do with 7-3? I think 7-3 is going to come into the picture some way, somehow, and it's not going to be good. And I'm going to be so fucking hyped when it happens. But that's pretty much it, guys. This discussion was interesting. And this is what I like. Like, when you write a script for videos is one thing, but when you're just talking out of your ass, you start brainstorming, and you come to all these realizations. Yeah, he has Moro's magic. I didn't even consider that before. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the next chapter. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to stream as much as possible. You know, I'm setting up my room. Got the fucking acoustic foam on deck. I'm trying to get this shit started. You know what it is. Since I'm home again. When I was streaming, pretty much for like the entire summer and all these months, I was not at home. But I'm back, and it's a different environment, so shit is a little more difficult here. But I'm trying to make the best of it. And you guys' support would be appreciated. Peace.